launched new careers in software development. She's also the host of Open Coffee Club in downtown Dallas. She does it all. Her talk tonight is called Why It's Okay to Hate Your Day Job.
Who hired this crowd? Am I right? This is a tryout for my career in stand-up, so thank you. I brought note cards. I really want to impress you guys. All right, so if you have ever felt the Sunday night scaries or Sunday night dread, if you are familiar with those things, this talk goes out to you tonight. So tonight I'd like to tell you a story. Once upon a time, I was a bright-eyed 22-year-old with a passion for language, political science, travel. It's nice to see my face enormous behind me on that screen. And helping people. I graduated magna cum laude from a school back east, and I wrote an award-winning thesis on the destructive powers of capitalism as displayed in the film There Will Be Blood. After graduation, reality struck that I had a decent pile of student loan debt and that I needed to find a job to help me start paying the bills. As an English major, people think that all you can do is teach, but that is not true. I had bigger ambitions. I was going to find a job that suited my skill sets and interests, and I was going to prove those people wrong. So after college, I went from writing a thesis that tore apart capitalism and its pitfalls and evils, and yes, you guessed it, I went to work for a big corporation. So enter claims adjusting, a job that I was actually pretty well suited for and that I enjoyed. And I liked it at first because it centered around helping people. I was the person who climbed your roof after all of your lovely hailstorms. I inspected your roof, I checked your foundation for repairs, and I handled injury claims. It was a real ball. So it paid a decent entry-level salary at first. I didn't expect you guys to laugh so much. Stop it. It paid a decent entry-level salary at first, which made me feel happy and proud, right? I was doing it, the thing that people tell you you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go to college and graduate and get a respectable job and make your parents proud or whatever. But fast forward a few months and years down the road, and while the work increased exponentially, the pay did not. The hours extended, filled with meeting people on the worst day of their lives and having them threaten to sue you personally if they did not get their way. So while my purpose for helping people was being fulfilled, my sanity was slowly deteriorating over the course of 100-hour work weeks. And I don't know if any of you are familiar with bad faith lawsuits, but they are not fun. So finally I got to the point where I said these words out loud: I hate my job. I frequently run into people that hate their job. And what I've learned through discussions with these people is that there seems to be two types of them, right? There's one type who will do something about it, and the other one will not. So what are the reasons not to? Fear is one of the main ones. Better the devil you know than the devil you don't kind of perspective. Indecisiveness, uncertainty, insecurity, the list goes on. But why is doing something about it so important, right? The average person spends a third of their life working. That equates to approximately 25 to 30 years of your life. Insert millennial jab about Social Security and retirement here. So what are the reasons to do something that you like, or best case scenario, that you love, right? How about your health, your sanity, your overall well-being and purpose as a human? So why am I standing up here and telling you it's okay to hate your day job? Because you learn something, hopefully many things, about yourself throughout the process. You learn what's important to you, you learn what you're good at and what you're not good at. For example, I am not good at blindly following instructions, but I am really good at questioning things I don't understand or agree with. So you can see why I did not fit into corporate America. You learn what you could have done better in the past and what you hope to do better in the future. When I hated my job, I was not the person standing before you today. My stress had approached levels that I could not even begin to fathom. I gained weight, I couldn't sleep, I did not make time for things that were important, and I fractured and lost relationships as a result of things. So I'm not braver than any of you standing, or sitting, you're not standing, in front of me here tonight. I didn't have a life coach or a therapist during this experience. I just had what Oprah calls the aha moment. And I realized that, I was too young, and a third of your life is too long to spend doing stuff that you hate. And so I my resolution for that year was to find ways to incorporate all the things I love into my life, whether they can be a job for me or not. So I guess the moral of my story is that if you dread going to sleep tonight because of what you have to get up to do tomorrow, then you should do something about it sooner rather than later, because as they say, life is too short.